Hello, welcome back to Tiki Rick Adventures. Today is the start of the Food and Wine Festival. It is March 1st. We're going to go in and try as much food as we possibly can today. Today is going to be your comprehensive guide to California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. Let's go. Alright, so we're in DCA now, and I'm going to try to eat as much food as possible. I'm going to show you guys the merchandise, show you guys all the food booths and their locations and what food they're offering this year. I want to specifically try new stuff. I probably will try stuff that's from the years before as well. So let's go in and into the thick of it. I'm going to show you guys all the food booth locations first, and then we'll grab our first bites to eat after that. Okay, so when you first come in, this is where you buy your Sip and Savor pass, but I'm gonna go look. I know the Kiosk by Carsland does it, and Seaside Gifts does it as well, and I confirmed that with the cast members. They said yes, other places do sell them. This line is very long, so I'm gonna see if the other lines are a little shorter. All right, so my suspicions were correct. There was only one person in line in front of me that took less than 1 minute at that booth, so I'd recommend going there or going all the way down to Seaside Gifts. And that's a lot better place to get your Sip and Savor pass. I don't know why everybody just waits in the first line that they see. That's not just a Disney specific thing, that's just a life thing in general. I notice people just tend to line up and stand in lines. That line was probably like 30 minutes long though in the beginning to get your Sip and Savor pass. I love the lanyard for this year. Check this out. It's a really colorful, vibrant, saturated lanyard. You get a special one for Magic Key actually too, which is pretty cool. So the Sip and Savor Pass does have different options this year. If you want to get the discount, you can do 8 Sip and Savor tastings for $56. So that brings it down to $7 per tasting. So you want to try to hit that $7 price point if you can. That way you're getting your value on it. And you can get a 4 tasting one for $31 with the discount too. And then other than that, there's a 8 tasting. If you don't have the discount, there is not a 4 option without the Magic Key. So you have to have a Magic Key to get the 4 tasting discount if you want to get a smaller one. But I really like it this year. It's really nice. So let's use this up. I'm going to show you guys the booths first, and then we'll go around and try different foods. I do have a special guest today. She's behind the scenes, but my mom will be splitting things with me, so I could try things, a lot of things today. I could try even more than I usually do. My goal, and we'll see if we get to that goal, is to use this whole Sip and Savor pass today. It is very, very busy today, so I don't know if that'll happen, but you know, set the mark high and try to make it there if we can. So let's do it. Here's one of the limited release pins for this year. $17.99 for that. Here's the other pin, Food and Wine 24 with Mickey. $17.99 for that as well. And here's a look at the Spirit jersey for this year. California Adventure Food and Wine Festival with Mickey and some cheese on it. Ooh, that's nice. I like the lettering on that. And here's a look at the front. It's like a nice maroon color. And there is no price on that. Probably $89.99. And this is the lounge fly for this year. Wow, this one's really nice. I like the shape of it. It's nice and unique. And it's just got all the different food booth names and signage on it. The back says California Adventure Food and Wine Festival 24. I like the color of the strap. That's cool. Unique colors. And that is $58. Surprisingly cheap, actually. Okay, $34.99. This is the t-shirt. Ooh, it's nice and soft. This is the shirt for this year. Let's see if there's anything on the back. Nothing on the back. That's a nice shirt. I like that one. Peppers Caliente, bringing the heat. That's $34.99. Very soft, too. I like the material this year for the shirts. Nothing on the back. Ooh, this is a cool mug. It's a Mickey avocado mug. California Adventure Food and Wine Festival 24. That is so weird. It's like an avocado cut in half. Avocado time. Look at this little salt and pepper shaker. It's the trash can. $12.99 for the salt and pepper shaker. And there's a wine glass as well. The theme this year is all the food signage, the marketplace, the booths, all their signs. It says food and wine on the front, and it's got the colored signs on the back there. That is $14.99. So here's a look at the entertainment for the Food and Wine Festival. Tina Aldana and her party band will be here. Those are going to be select dates, I believe, every Saturday during the festival. Definitely catch that. You're definitely going to want to catch that. You can find her at 3, 4, 5:30, and 6:30 every Saturday. I am not familiar with Cassie B, Thomasina, Hiatus, Zero Band, Island Reggae Band. They have a lot of different options this year. Very cool. One I'm most excited for is Fat Cat Swinger, but they only have 4 performances this year. March 10th, the reservations have not been available at all, so I probably won't be there, but I'll be at the other 3 performances. It's such a bummer that you can't get reservations on the days you want to see them, and I'm really disappointed that they're only doing 4 days this entire festival. That is a bummer. They deserve more than that, but it is what it is. We'll enjoy what we can get. You can grab a small map, but they also have the big maps set around different places. There's going to be 10 different festival marketplaces. We're going to try out those today specifically. I'll do another episode, another vlog on the participating locations. There's a lot of good stuff. Paradise Garden Grill has some good stuff, including a pistachio cheesecake. There's a lot of things I want to try. I know the pizza right now is going to be a barbecue chicken pizza, so I'd like to try that out too at Pizza Boardwalk. Let's see where, number 3. But today specifically, we're going to focus on just the booths, so you guys get an idea of what the Sip and Savor passes are good for. And I'll show you the locations of all of them. But if you need help while you're here, grab a little map or just stop and look at one of these, and they'll show you where the little things are. Each number correlates to a spot on the map, and that's where you're going to find the booth. Okay, so over in front of the Golden Zephyr, you're going to find the first booth, Cluck-a-Doodle-Moo. Obviously, it'll be chicken and beef things. Let's take a look at a menu. This is the furthest booth, number 10. So this is as far as you'll want to come if you're looking for booths. If you go past Goofy's Sky School, you're not going to find anything. So this is the furthest one right here. This is where you're going to find the cheese pizza flavored wings. We're going to try those today. The barbecue beef brisket slider. Kiwi apple lemonade. Oh, that sounds interesting. Sounds very good. And they're going to have the tangerine tiki cocktail here too. That'll be too sweet for me though. Yeah, those look good. Good options. You can also get the Corsical stemless flute at any of them. That's going to be $25. Any of the booths will sell that. Okay, booth number 9. We're starting at 10 and walking our way backwards. So number 9 is going to be California Craft Brews. And this is in front of the Little Mermaid ride. So come over there if you want this one. So California Craft Brews has the cheeseburger bao, the s'mores caramel tart. They said that's new. I think this is a controversial new because I had that same tart over at Jolly Holiday. They just called it dulce de leche instead of caramel. And I swear it's gonna be the same thing. They didn't really change the ingredients. So that's new-ish. I don't really think it's new. It's new to the festival. Frozen mangonada beer slush. Wow, that sounds refreshing. Delicious. Yeah, so if you get the s'mores tart, you're going to be breaking even, but the cheeseburger bao is a good one because that would cost you $8.50, but with a tab, it's only $7. And this is also where you can find a lot of beers, and you could do a beer flight. They actually have 3 different flights. They have an IPA flight, a West Coast flight, and a Spring Favorites flight. So there's a lot of different beer options. You can order them individually without doing the flight as well.
Hello, everyone. Get ready because we are rolling out some rhythmic revelry. It's time for kitchen syncopation fun as we are cooking it with the jammin' chefs.
Hey everyone, how you doing? Now allow me to introduce you to my
Okay, booth number 8 is going to be garlic kissed. Right before you get to San Francisco, the bridge there, you'll see the bridge in the background. Garlic kissed is going to be the next one. Let's check out the food here. So here they're going to have the grilled top sirloin. That's a returning favorite for a lot of people. The guava lychee mule. Ooh, that sounds really good. So that's it. It's the 2 options here. Short and simple menu here. Okay, and next to garlic kissed, you're gonna find Delish. This has some returning favorites as well. Let's check out the food menu here. And there's a new one I wanna try. I'll probably get this today as a dessert. So a returning favorite is gonna be the carbonara garlic mac and cheese. That one's really popular. That's a good use of your tab since it's $9. And the olive oil cake is a new one. That's one I'm really interested in. Lemon curd, vanilla bean chantilly with fresh candied lemons, strawberry crunch, and lemon lime gelée. Ooh, that sounds really good. And they also have a non-alcoholic huckleberry citrus cooler. We might give that a try too, because I'm interested in the non-alcoholic drinks today. All right, so I did miss number 8, so my numbers are off, so I'm just gonna stop the numbering. I'll go back around and cover. We'll still get to all 10 of them, just the numerical order is different than the map. And since my numbers didn't correlate with the map, I didn't want to confuse you guys. I missed the one by the water wheel over on the other side of Grizzly. That was number 8 on their map. So I'm gonna go back and hit that one. But this is Uncorked, California in front of the Grizzly Head here. And we're gonna check out the menu. This one's really easy to find and it's a really popular spot too. So this one has a very small menu. The new raspberry almond cake, which I definitely wanna try. That's $7.50. That looks like a great dessert. And they have the rosé margarita. And they also do have a springtime bouquet mimosa flight, a white wine flight, and a red wine flight. So there's a lot of wines here, obviously, since it's uncorked, but there's not much food here. If you go past the gates right before Avengers Campus, this one's a little bit tucked away. It's Golden Dreams. This is one of the more popular ones that I've seen so far. So let's look at the menu here. And for this festival, they actually crammed 2 booths into this area. So this is also Nuts About Cheese and Golden Dreams are over here. So we'll check out both these menus. Okay, at Nuts About Cheese, there's gonna be 2 items that I'm definitely gonna get today. One of the returning favorites that I loved from last year, the Mickey-shaped macaron with Snickers. That's delicious. I've had it before, but I'm gonna have it again today. And the barbecue pulled pork mac and cheese with crispy dill pickle onions is going to be the new one for this year, and I definitely want to try that out. I've heard good things. They did a soft opening for this event, so there have been some things that people have already tried and posted on Instagram. I've heard that's a great one, so we're going to try that out too. Okay, and Golden Dreams is going to have, this is a new one this year. It's very interesting, and I've heard good things about it. The frozen old fashioned. I love old fashioned, so I should try that. It's non-alcoholic, surprisingly. I heard it's kind of like a creamsicle, but yeah, that's a very interesting concept. It's a bourbon flavored ice cream with a bitters crema, an orange zest glaze, and cherry spheres, little bobas on top. They have a blueberry pancake cold brew, that sounds amazing, fig matcha latte, and a peach cobbler cocktail. All that sounds really delicious. Probably just try out the frozen old fashioned later for a little dessert item. All right, and if you head down Hollywood Boulevard here, there's going to be some more booths in Hollywoodland, so we're going to go over there and check those out. All right, so over here in front of Monsters Inc. ride, you're going to find Earth Eats. Let's check out the menu at Earth Eats. So here you're going to find the Impossible Chicken Parm Bites. That's something I want to try today. The Impossible Beef Stroganoff. I also want to give that a try. I love trying the plant-based Impossible products. I'm not a plant-based eater, but I love trying all the plant-based things. I just think they're more interesting. And there's going to be a watermelon cucumber mojito, which I've heard wonderful things about, and that'll be a little too sweet, so I probably won't try that out. But yeah, that's what you're going to find here. And also in front of the Monsters Inc. ride, directly across from Earth Eats, you're going to find LA Style. So let's check out the LA Style menu. At LA Style, you're going to find the Carnitas Style pork belly, the Baja Style fish tacos. That's a plant-based fish taco. It's fake fish, and I've heard it's not that great, but I might try it out later on. Probably not today, but later on in the festival. They also have the spicy strawberry cocktail here as well. So Soarin' is finally back to its better version. Yes, I said it. It's not even controversial at this point. I think most people agree. Soarin' over California is the superior version. But yeah, I'm so glad that's back for the festival. Since they have 2 theaters here, I really wish they'd split it between one theater and doing Soarin' Over the World in the other theaters. They could do it like a left-right situation so you can pick between which ones, because this one is so much better. I am not a fan of CGI, so Soarin' Over the World is not my favorite, but Soarin' Over California is one of the best rides ever made by Disney. I remember when I was a kid and I came on this for the first time in 2001, and it just blew my mind as a kid. Just to be able to feel like you were flying on the hang glider. it still has that magical feeling even all these years later. I love the opening days of these festivals because I get to run into a lot of the content creators that I like. I saw Ordinary Adventures and Megan from the Magic Millennial. Awesome people, but it's always nice to talk to them and see them again in person. And the first days of the festival are a great way to meet these YouTubers and content creators in general, because everybody's out here to try to cover it, you know, for the first day. So we have one more booth to show you, and then we'll get to eating pretty soon. Okay, and the last booth is the one right in front of the wheel for Grizzly River Run. It is Peppers Caliente. Let's check out the menu here. At Peppers Caliente, you're gonna find the chili relleno empanada. You can get the shrimp papas locas. You can get the Cantarito style paloma. That's gonna be their cocktail. So those three options are what they're gonna have here. Okay, so the prices are going up. These are $44.99. The avocado time ears for this year. Here's a look at the front. I kinda like that bow, it's unique. It's like a pleather bow on front too. And it says Food and Wine Festival 2024 on the back with Mickey there. Those are nice. Simple but nice. $14.99. There's a die cut magnet. It's kind of a lot. 15 bucks for a magnet. $19.99. That's even more expensive. Wow, for a little plastic ornament. I like it, but $20 is kind of steep for that. And this is $30, $29.99. It's a metal die cut sign. That's cool. I like the colors on it, but 30 bucks is very steep. These are actually very heavy. They're ceramic coasters. LA style Peppers Caliente, avocado time, and nuts about cheese. That's $24.99. You get 4 coasters. So the first 2 booths I'm going to try are LA Style and Earth Eats. I got 3 items here to try. So first up, we have the carnitas pork belly. It comes with an esquitas macaroni salad. Looks really good on that one. This is real meat on the pork belly. And the other 2 are impossible options, so these are good for vegetarians. The one though, this is the Impossible Chicken Parm Bites. I think it might actually be Parmesan cheese on top, because it does say Parmesan cheese on the menu. I don't know if it's a fake cheese or not. I didn't think to ask and clarify. It's very busy and very chaotic here today. Monorail. That's cool to see it go by. It does say it has a cheese sauce and Parmesan cheese. I should have clarified and asked if that was vegan cheese or vegetarian cheese. I don't think it is. I think it's real. Oh, you can hear the 5 and dime going by too. That's always cool. And then I also got the Impossible Beef Stroganoff. This is an egg noodle with fake beef, a sour cream on top, and mushroom sauce in it. It's a mushroom stroganoff sauce. So let's give each of these a try and see how they are. First up, I'm going to try the pork belly. This one you're almost going to need a knife for the pork belly. It's very big, very thick piece of pork belly. Okay, I'm going to try a little bit of the fatty piece of the pork belly as well as the meaty part. You know, it's stratified. Pork belly always has like a meatier muscular part and then a fatty part in it. Let's give this a try first. Wow, that is better than I thought it was going to be. I ran into Megan from Magical Millennial, and she told me she was eating this at the time. She told me she really liked it. This is really good. I would absolutely get this again. This is like an 8.5 out of 10 for me. Let me try the esquitas corn salad that comes with it too though. The pork belly itself is sweet. It's a little bit smoky. It's very flavorful. Much more flavorful than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, it's really sweet, but it's got the flavors of carnitas. It tastes just like carnitas pulled pork. That is really good. And this is the esquitas mac salad. Let me give this a try. Oh wow, that is really good. It's spicy, it's got a nice little kick. There's some chili peppers sprinkled on top, so I think that's part of the spice. It's like a mayonnaise-based mac salad, but with corn and like chili peppers inside of it. Very flavorful, not your typical bland macaroni salad. Wow, that is excellent. As a whole, I'd say this is a 9 out of 10. This might be one of the best dishes I tried today. This is going to be hard to beat. It's very good. Okay, and then we have the Impossible Chicken Parm Bites. It's got marinara sauce, some cheese on it. I think it's real cheese, and it's got the chicken bite. So let's get a bite with all in one. It's going to be a big bite. This won't be pretty, but I want to get all the flavors in one bite. That is really very good. Their Impossible products always remind me of Morningstar Farms. These remind me of the chicken nuggets from Morningstar Farms. They are very good. If you are a plant-based eater, you're definitely going to enjoy this. I don't know if you'd be tricked and convinced that this was real chicken. You can definitely tell that it's not, but the texture is pretty close and the flavor is very good. This is like a 8 out of 10 for me on this one. Yeah, 8 out of 10. That's definitely worth a tab though. Use your tab on that. And both of these have been worth it so far. Yum. Okay, and last but not least, let's try the beef stroganoff. Again, I should have clarified. I'll clarify later and let you guys know in an update video. But I want to know if this is real sour cream or not. Let me taste it and see if it tastes like real sour cream. I'm not sure if that's real or not, honestly. It tastes like real sour cream, but it could be fake. It's right on the line. It's kind of hard to tell, actually. Let me get a bite here. I love mushrooms. Let me get a bite with mushrooms in there, too. And there's some green onions on top, which is nice. Yum. I love beef stroganoff. Can't go wrong with this, right? It's incredibly bland. Let me get more of the beef, too. Try that out. It's not that it's impossible that's the problem. Oh, monorail again. There it goes. It's not a problem that it's impossible meat. The problem is that it's incredibly bland. It doesn't have enough salt and pepper or any seasoning of any kind. It tastes like nothing. It really tastes like nothing. I'd give this a 6 out of 10. Not very good. I wouldn't waste a tab on this one. I wouldn't try this one. I'd skip it. There's much better food than this. But the other two, highly recommended, not the beef stroganoff. 2 items from Nuts About Cheese. I got the barbecued mac and cheese. This looks really, really good. And it's topped with a pulled pork, and it has dill, pickle, crispy onions on top. I thought it was like fried pickles at first, but I think it's pickle flavored onions. Looks really good. Smells really good. It's also got a barbecue sauce drizzle on it too. And then I got the Mickey macaron. It's the Snickers one, the same one from last year that's returning. It's really, really good. I've had this before. We're gonna give that a try first though. I know I like this one. It's got a caramel ganache on the inside. Very sweet. I love this one. There's a look at the cross-cut. Yum. Give this a try. If you like Snickers and you like macarons, you're going to love this one. It's so good. This is a 9 out of 10 for me. Really, really good. It's not overly sweet. It's not as sweet as you might think it's going to be. It's very light, but the inside is still a little bit dense, and the caramel flavor is really nice, but it's also really chocolatey, and I like the chopped peanuts on top. Really good. You get some Snicker pieces inside, which are delicious. It's just overall a really, really good dessert. Really enjoyable, and it's in a Mickey shape, which is super cute, so that's always more fun that way too. Okay, and I'm gonna try the mac and cheese. I want to get a lot of the onions. I love onions, and I love crispy fried onions. There's not a lot of pork on this though, but I am gonna try a bite with the pork, the onions, some barbecue sauce, and some mac and cheese. Try to get a little bit of everything in there. That is definitely a winner. Give it one more bite. There's a little bit of a funky flavor. You know what? I think it's the dill pickle flavor that's throwing me off a little bit. I'd give that one an 8 out of 10. It's really good. The only thing I'm not crazy about is the dill pickle flavor on the onions. I think it'd be better if it were just a fried onion on its own without the dill pickle flavor. It's really heavy on the dill, and it almost kind of tastes like artificial dill. Like if you've ever had dill sunflower seeds, they're always with that little dill powder. It's very heavy on the dill flavor though, and I'm not a huge fan of that. But overall, it's really good. The pork is delicious. I like the barbecue sauce a lot. The mac and cheese is yummy, really scrumptious. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 on the Mickey though. That one's a winner here. I've used 5 of my tabs up. We have 3 more tabs to use, so let's go use those up after this. I'm still pretty hungry since I'm splitting things. They're not large portions. And the beef stroganoff, I think I'm gonna bump that down to a 5. I gave it a 6 in the last clip, but I think it really deserves more like a 5. It really was not good. My mom didn't like it at all. We ended up throwing a little bit of that one away. It was not good. There was just no flavor to it at all. It had no sauce of any kind, and it just needed something to it. It didn't even taste like mushrooms. It was weird. Just very odd. These are good though. Definitely worth using your tabs for both of these.
Not much money, oh but honey, hey we got fun. The rent's unpaid when we have a bus. The smiles are made for people like us. In the winter, in the summer, no we have fun. Times aren't fun and they're getting gone. Still we have fun. Speaking of exchange. Every time
over to Disneyland and took a break for a little bit, went to the DDC lounge to grab a coffee, and the sun is starting to set. This is my favorite time of night here. Look at how pretty the sky starts to get. It'll be a pretty sunset tonight, and the rain is coming soon. In a couple of hours, it's going to be raining. So we're trying to get as much as we can done before the rain comes tonight. And they're testing World of Color in the background right now, which is really nice. So I have 3 more tabs that I can use up. So let's try a couple more foods. I might go beyond those 3 tabs. I'm not entirely sure, but for sure I'm going to use those 3 tabs up. There's a place right over here by Little Mermaid, so we're going to try the cheeseburger bao bun. That's one of the best things that's here, and I definitely want to give that a try. But it's such a pretty time of night. Oh, and I finally rode the Mark Twain. I am so glad the Mark Twain is back after 5 months of refurbishment. I love the Mark Twain. I finally got to go on that again. But yeah, let's go grab some more food and continue eating our way through the Food and Wine Festival. Ooh, I got like the worst spot possible. The sun just broke through the clouds and it is directly in my eyes, so I am blind. I can't see the viewfinder at all, but oh well, we'll do the best we can. There's no spots like protected from the sun that are open around here right now. So I went into the craft brew place and I got the cheeseburger bao bun. This is a cheeseburger bao. It's got grilled onions, tomatoes, and looks like chopped up pickles and sesame seeds on top. Very interesting. And it's got like a secret sauce. This is giving In-N-Out and a bao bun form. I'm sure it's going to be similar to that. So let's give this a bite. I want to get some more of the tomatoes and the pickles in there. I love pickles. I'm a big pickle guy. All right, let's give that a try. That's very good. The accoutrements on top are cold and refrigerated. That's the only complaint I have. So by the time they put that on the bao bun, which obviously sits at room temperature for a bit before it gets served, because you know, these are mass produced. They make a lot of these ahead of time. So the only complaint is that it's a bit cold. The whole thing is kind of room temperature. I really wish it was warmer. I wish it was more hot. Let me get a middle bite. I'm gonna get some more of the tomatoes and the pickles there and the sauce. The middle bite has more ground beef in it, so I'm gonna go for that next. That's really good. Really reminiscent of an In-N-Out burger with the spread on it, or a Big Mac. It's giving Big Mac, that's for sure. I really like this. This is kind of like what they serve over at Satuli Canteen in Animal Kingdom. They have a bao bun that's really popular over there, a cheeseburger bao bun. This is reminding me of that. I've never had that, but from what I've seen, it reminds me of that a lot. This is really very good. I'd give this an 8.5 out of 10. It'd get a 9 if it were served hot, but the temperature is an issue for this one. I mean, it's kind of a bummer to eat cold food. I like my food hot, and this one is very, very cold, especially with the refrigerated toppings. It cools down the whole thing quite a bit really quickly. Really good though. I'd recommend this. This is a good use of the tab. Definitely not wasting a tab on this one. We're gonna go try 2 more things after this, so stick around for that. All right, so the last thing that I'm gonna try one more thing maybe after this, but the lines are getting very, very long. I had to wait a long time for this one, and they were out of the wings. I wanted to try the cheese wings that they had. Those are really popular. They're cheese pizza flavored wings. Very, very popular, and I wanted to give those a try, but they're all out for tonight. They said come back in 30 minutes, but the line's long, so I don't know if I'll wait in that line again. So I got the barbecue beef brisket slider. It has a smoked white cheddar sauce, which looks really good, and it comes on a pepper brioche bun. The bun looks really nice, and it has pickles on it. They didn't say anything about it on the menu, but I also see onions on it, like fried onions, so let's give this a try. This is like 2 bites. It's laughably small, but I'm gonna give this a go. We'll see how it is. It's smoky. The beef flavor is not very good. The beef itself is not really seasoned, but you're getting smokiness to it. It needs more sauce. I think besides the cheese sauce, there should be some kind of onion or pepper spread, something like that in there. It's just not the best. It's a little on the dry side too. I like the dill pickles in it a lot. Let me give it one more bite, but I really think it needs some kind of more sauce. Overall, it's a little bit dry. The meat itself is not too dry, but there's a lot of bun in there, and that kind of makes it a little dry. Let me give it one more bite. It's not bad, but it's not great. I'd give it a 7.5 out of 10. I don't think it's a waste of a tab. It's good if you like beef sandwiches, but it's not the best thing that I had today, that's for sure. I'm really disappointed they don't have the wings, but let's try one more thing tonight, and we'll see what we're gonna get. I might end up not using the tab and just trying something else, but I'm gonna look around one more time at the booths and we'll try to get something else tonight too. All right, so I came to Paradise Garden Grill and I got the sisig burrito. I'm excited for this, but it didn't come with the dipping sauce, so we're going to check right now to see if there's gonna be dipping sauce, so hopefully we do get that. But they didn't give me any dipping sauce. It said it was supposed to come with a serrano vinegar dipping sauce. And it's a pork burrito with garlic fried rice, serrano peppers, tomatoes. There's a lot going on there. It's a pretty fat burrito. It's a Filipino style burrito. Sisig pork is a Filipino style food, and this is a Filipino style burrito, and it's served with chicharrones on the side. And what's funny is the chicharrones have green onions sprinkled on top, like that's gonna stick to it, or like that's gonna do anything. So those are just there for show, just to make it try to look prettier than it actually is. The burrito looks really good. And then I also got a pistachio cheesecake, and that's new. These are both new items for the Food and Wine Festival. Like I said, there's other places that participate in the Food and Wine Festival. I know I was going to specifically stick to booths today, but I really wanted those wings, and the wings aren't available. So I figured I'd vary outside of my rules and just try something that is available. So I mobile ordered this, which was easy. Yeah, that'll make a huge difference. Thank you. All right, good news. My mom checked and they did have the dipping sauce. So sometimes you just have to remind the cast members, you know, they get busy and they forget. This is what, you know, it's gonna make it for me. I love dipping sauces. So to have the burrito without the dipping sauce probably would have been pretty dry. But I got the pistachio cheesecake, that's brand new. Pistachio is one of my favorites. I love pistachio ice cream and I love cheesecake. So I think I'm gonna like this a lot. It doesn't say, but it looks like candied pistachios on top. So yeah, we're gonna give that a try. We'll try the food first though. Got a packet of sriracha too for the burrito, just to make it spicier. See if these chicharrones are anything special. They're probably just regular fried pork skin, you know. Basic chicharrones, they're good, but there's nothing special about them. There's really no seasoning powder or anything on them. I'm gonna try them with the dipping sauce just to see what that's like. Ooh, that's good sauce. Well, I want to try that on its own. So, the sauce is a serrano vinegar sauce. Ooh. So, it reminds me of a garlic aioli with vinegar. I don't get a lot of serrano flavor in it, so I'm not really sure. It's really good, though. I'm not sure why they put serrano on it, though. It doesn't even have the color of peppers. It's pure white. I can even show you. See that? The sauce is just a pure white color, so I'm not sure. Oh, this burrito's dripping. Oh, it dripped on my backpack. It's dripping pure oil, so I don't know if that's going to be a good thing. Like, it's just clear oil that's coming out of it, so we're going to see how that is. Wow, that's really dripping a lot of oil. That's very bizarre. Man, my backpack's going to forever smell like sisig pork now. Okay, let's give this a try, and then I'll try it with the sauce, too. That's good. It's a little bit spicy. The garlic rice is not that garlicky. I wish it was more of a fried rice. It really tastes like a plain rice to me. Looks like a plain rice as well. The pork is really good. I like the tomatoes in it. I like the serrano peppers. It's really good, actually. Let me try it with the sauce, though. I think that's going to be the way to do it. That's really good. That's like an 8.5 out of 10. The thing is it's super oily. The burrito itself is not oily, but there's oil leaking out of the bottom of it. Like, I don't know what that's about. Maybe the pork. Oh, probably the rice. The fried rice probably is very oily. It doesn't taste too oily though, but it's making a mess. I mean, oil's really hard. You have to wash that off with soap and water, you know. It's hard to get off of things. That is very, very oily. But I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10, right around that range. I like that it's actually pretty spicy. It's got a nice kick to it, which is surprising. I like that. I like the flavor of it. I would get this again. It's worth the price. It was $11.79 after the discount, just under $12 after the discount, and it's pretty splittable. It's a big burrito. This will fill you up. I like it. I'd get it again. All right, I'm gonna try the pistachio cheesecake now. I'm really excited for this. See how this is. That That is really nice. It's not super heavy on the pistachio flavor. I actually would like it better if it had more pistachio flavor. Let me give it one more try though. It's good, but it's definitely like a regular cheesecake. It's not anything special. I don't really get much pistachio flavor at all. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, it really just tastes like cheesecake. It doesn't taste like much pistachio. You get the pistachios on top, and when you get a bite with that, it's giving the flavor, but the cheesecake itself doesn't have a lot of pistachio flavoring in it. It seems like it's just colored green like pistachios. Very interesting. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I don't know if I'd get this one again. Next door, you can get the cinnamon roll cheesecake, and that one's really good. Try it one more time. See, when you get a bite like that with pistachio on top, that's good. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Not great, not bad, but it tastes mostly like cheesecake, not really like pistachio. I would have liked to taste the pistachio more in it. Oh well, at least we tried it. Well, thank you guys for joining me today for this Food and Wine Festival 2024 adventure. I had a lot of fun today. I always do when I'm here, but that was a great festival. Very busy. It was not like the other festivals. Festival of the Holiday and Lunar New Year Festival were not as busy as this, especially on opening day. So it's bringing out the crowds, that's for sure. It is packed, especially tonight. Now that it's a Friday night and everyone's off of work, it is very, very packed in the parks. But I had a really good time. I ate some really good food. I will continue trying more foods in the next vlog, so stay tuned for those. Try to cover as much food as I possibly can from this festival season. It runs from March 1st until April 22nd, so you have plenty of time to enjoy this festival. But thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until next time, I'll see ya.